Hello and welcome to Matt's Mosh Pit. I am here tonight checking out Upphaf by Amon Amarth. But before I get started, I just want to say thank you so much for all the love and support you've shown me and my channel so far. It truly means a lot, and I could not do this without you. So, folks, Upphaf by Amon Amarth. You guys know I love Amon Amarth. I actually just saw them a couple months ago, and they blew me away like they always do. They're just one of those amazing live bands that if you're ever on the fence, you absolutely need to check them out. This particular song came up on the Moshcast recently, where it was basically, from what I understand, this song is like the first acoustic song that Amon Amarth has done. And from what I understand, it's also, they're signaling like a new era, maybe new music coming out, but maybe with a different tone and whatnot. And I'll be honest with you, I don't hate that idea. You know, Amon Amarth, for me, I think sometimes their music, like the albums can kind of sound a little bit the same, but there's nothing wrong with that. It's almost like an AC/DC kind of thing for me, where, you know, they do what they do extremely well. So it's like, keep doing what you do. But I'm also not going to hate the fact that they want to try something different. So if they want to go all acoustic, I'm in. You know, I have no issues with that whatsoever. And so, yeah, with that being said, let's just go get to it. This is Upphaf, I believe is Upphaf. I'm going to say Upphaf. You guys can correct me in the comments. But anyway, that's what I'm sticking with, is Upphaf by Amon Amarth. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I love this. I didn't know I needed this, but man, I love this. This is super, super cool. I am a sucker for anything acoustic. I will be honest with you on that. So anything acoustic, I'm 100% a sucker for. And maybe that's what it is, but I feel like I would pay real good money to be at that campsite to hear a whole Amon Amarth concert acoustically in front of a little campfire. Like, I'm 100% in on that, and awesome. I just love it. I think Johan's voice is just so great. He can do whatever.
I remember yet the giant of yore who gave me bread in the days gone by. 9 worlds I knew, the 9 in the tree, with the mighty roots beneath the mow.
Okay. So the one thing I'm noticing, and I could be completely wrong, it could just be my dumb brain, but it seems to me, I feel like what Johan is singing about has nothing to do with the actual video with the girl getting on the bus and the guy with the drinking the beers and all of that kind of stuff. I could be wrong, and maybe I'm not correlating it right because I feel like Johan's telling this old school Norse tale, and yet the video is more of like a modern telling or of some sorts. And maybe it's because I don't really know the words. I don't have the words in front of me, but every time I'm trying to like watch the what's going on with the guy and the girl, I'm hearing his words, and he's talking about heavens and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, this dude's just drinking a bunch of beer. I don't know the correlation, and maybe we'll get that at the end. But as far as the song goes, I'm still totally 100% digging it.
Stations were.
Okay, folks. So that was Upphaf by Amon Amarth. And I'm sure the whole video was full of metaphor and all of that good stuff. I'm just the dummy going like, hey, I want to go to that campfire. And I would show up with like hot dogs and some s'mores stuff. So, we'll be roasting marshmallows and all kinds of cool things, assuming Amon Amarth would like openly welcome me to their fire pit, which I would kind of think that'd be kind of cool if they would. I can't imagine them saying no. They look friendly enough. But anyway, I'm sure there's a lot of metaphor with what happened with the guy and the girl and all of that kind of good stuff. It's just at this point, way over my head. I'm going to have to go back and check out the lyrics and then try to, figure that whole thing out. But I'm hoping that you guys out there, the smarter folks, can enlighten me on what's actually happening in the song in the comments. So please, please, please do that. But all in all, if this is the route that Amon Amarth is going, like just trying new things out, I'm for it. Like, I think Johan's voice is fantastic, and like they could probably do like a country song. And I'm not not that big a fan of country, but it would probably still sound pretty cool. So, hey, if Johan wants to try different things, I'm buying that album no matter what. So, kudos to Amon Amarth for this one. And so let me know your thoughts. Is it a complete, sellout move to go acoustic, or, I absolutely want to know. I'm sure there's going to be some gatekeepers out there that go, this isn't the Amon Amarth that I know and love and all that kind of good stuff. But I'm curious to know your thoughts. So please leave comments. Also, if you haven't already, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and please hit the notification button. That's extra crucial. And I never really pay attention to that, but it is something that you're supposed to do, and it does help the channel in the long run. So please do all of those things. And with that being said, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.